Good morning and welcome to the Bad Apple Report. It's 7:30 a.m., bright and early right here at home on the range, and we have bad apples for you. We're going to start the day out with El Guapo, the Capo. Yes, he was a real gambler with his job and with his career. Well, he drew a lucky number 7. That's right, 7 years in prison.
New tonight, a former U.S. Border Patrol agent is headed to prison after being convicted on drug distribution and bribery charges. CBS 8's Brian White was at the federal courthouse for his sentencing.
The level of betrayal here is a reflection of Mr. Hernandez's greed.
55-year-old Hector Hernandez sentenced to 7 years and 3 months in prison today after admitting he took bribes to smuggle narcotics and people across the U.S.-Mexico border while on duty. Public servants take an oath. And when we take that oath, we honor it and we stand by it. Nearly 4 months ago, Hernandez pleaded guilty to receiving bribes and attempted distribution of methamphetamine. He admitted to using his role as a Border Patrol agent to open restricted border fences to allow people to illegally enter the United States in exchange for cash payments of $5,000 per opening.
Later on, he was offered $20,000 to move narcotics. And in that particular instance, he picked up a bag of methamphetamine from the United States-Mexico border and carried it to his residence. After work, he went back to his house, got the methamphetamine, and took it to an undercover agent where he was arrested.
Agents then conducted a search of his Chula Vista home, finding cash and cocaine, which he admitted was for personal use.
They found 7.7 grams of cocaine in a gun box in his closet. And then in various areas of the master bedroom, they located a little over $131,000 of U.S. currency.
He admitted at least $110,000 of that cash was from proceeds he received in connection with his narcotics trafficking and bribery activities. In his plea agreement, Hernandez acknowledged he took Mexico-based smugglers on a tour of the southern border, showing them the best places to sneak people into the U.S., also showing them how best to evade surveillance cameras.
It's much easier sometimes when you're dealing with folks who are perhaps less sophisticated. So when we're talking about doing this with law enforcement, we have to be very careful and surreptitious with our methodology.
According to U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of California, Tara McGrath, Hernandez's corruption is not a reflection on the nearly 2,000 Border Patrol agents serving in the San Diego sector.
They put their lives at risk by going out into the snake-infested heat of the sector and the area where they patrol. The vast majority of those people act with honor and integrity.
At the federal courthouse, Brian White, CBS 8.
Oh, goodness. What kind of shenanigans has Heather Beeman gotten herself into? The former Sumter County Code Enforcement Officer arrested and charged with 16 counts of felony theft. Whoa! Let's see what it says. Sumter County, Georgia. A former Sumter County Code Enforcement officer is facing 16 counts of felony charges after allegedly taking funds meant for building permits and business licenses. Whoa, that's funny. Heather Nicole Beeman was arrested on Tuesday, May 21st after turning herself into the Sumter County Sheriff's Office, according to the release. Oh, no. According to the jail records, Beeman was released on $48,000 bond. Whoa. Dang, just one day before the sheriff's office arrested a former Sumter County Sheriff's Office detention officer who played a role in an attempt to smuggle drugs into the Sumter County Jail. Ooh, we better look into that one too, you guys. Let's check that one out. What do we have here? Sumter County's just having all kinds of troubles. Look, former Sumter County Sheriff's Office detention officer arrested in connection to drug smuggling. Dang, bad apples everywhere there. Americus, Georgia. A former Sumter County Sheriff's Office detention officer was arrested on Monday, May 20th, for her role in an attempt to smuggle illegal drugs into the jail. After a complete and thorough investigation by the Sheriff's Office Investigation Division, Yakima Chantrell Mercer, along with 2 other individuals, were identified and charged with possession with intent to distribute a controlled substance, items prohibited by inmates, and identity fraud. According to the Sheriff's Office. Whoa. Mercer turned herself in and was released on bond. At the time of the incident, one of her alleged accomplices, Camry Camarius May, dang, Camry, was being held in the Sumter County Jail on murder charges. Oh, man. After these new charges, May was transferred to another facility. Oh, she won't feel at home there, I'm sure. The third alleged accomplice, Quintavarius Lamonte Williams. Man, Quintavarius, you turned out to be bad. Is currently on probation and is still at large, but the sheriff's office anticipates that he will be in custody soon. Oh, Quintavarius is on the run. Sheriff Eric D. Bryant would like to remind the citizens of Sumter County that the employees of oh, this is good. Come on, let's sing it together, you guys. All right. The sheriff says their employees and their safety and the well-being utmost of this behavior won't be tolerated. It's, of course, going to be tolerated. It's what's making them famous. All right? Okay, let's move on. We were having fun. And there's this guy. I don't like these guys. James City County police officer indicted on multiple charges, including child abuse. Virginia State Police is investigating Caleb Crawford after he was indicted on charges including malicious wounding and child abuse. James City County, Virginia. A James City County police officer has been indicted on charges of malicious wounding, child abuse, and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Oh, Caleb. The James City County Police Department shared Friday that a criminal investigation is underway involving Caleb Crawford. Crawford served as a JCCPD officer since August of 2021. On Wednesday, May 22nd, a Williamsburg, James City County grand jury indicted Crawford on the aforementioned charges. This comes after James City Council Child Protective Services notified JCCPD of injuries of a child related to Crawford on March 26, 2024. JCCPD Police Chief Mark Jamison requested Virginia State Police investigate the matter. According to the blah, 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 Crawford was not scheduled to work on March 26, 27th, 28th, and was placed on administrative leave on March 29th. We don't care about all that. We want to know if he's... Let's see. This came pending the resolution of legal process, the conclusion of the internal investigation. In a statement shared with the news, Jameson said, "This is extremely serious matter, and I have full faith in the Virginia State Police investigation. Once the charges were brought against Caleb Crawford, we placed him on unpaid, administrative leave pending the outcome of both the criminal and investigative." So this guy is sitting at home watching the Bad Apple Report, and he's sweating it. He ain't making no money, allegedly. "We are committed to maintaining the highest standards of conduct and accountability. I want to reassure our citizens that we are dedicated to transparency and professionalism and the safety of our community." That's right. And we do this. We have that memorized here on the Bad Apple Report. We hear it at the end of every damn report. Okay, 13 Now News have reached out for the blah, 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 and it'll let you know. Well, seems like that is a bad apple right there. Indeed. They've got a look, don't they? Look at this hothead. Mr. Anger, Southern Colorado deputy arrested in California following alleged fight. He's also an alleged knucklehead. That's correct. May 24th, 2024, Murrieta, California. A Bent County deputy is in jail in California following an alleged fight with another Bent County deputy. Oh, I want to see the video. They were probably having a lover's quarrel. The Bent County Sheriff's Office says that Deputy Ryan Sellin and another deputy were in California to extradite an inmate to Colorado. I bet they got pissed drunk is what they did. Woo! They were wooting it up. They were whiskey bent and hellbound. That's what I'm alleging. The Murrieta Police Department in California responded to a Marriott Courtyard Hotel just after midnight on May 22nd. I bet they were like, "Well, I like your blue line. Well, I like your blue line. Well, you want to see my tattoo? Yeah, I want to see your tattoos, boy." That's what they were doing, guys. All right. Allegedly. All right. Murrieta Police Department in California responded to the Marriott Courtyard. After midnight, they can't. The call came in as a battery and assault. When officers arrived, they found two males in a combat situation. Oh, this is so good. You guys, this makes me so damn happy. Look at this guy. Ooh. I bet he was wearing all leather and his butt chaps. MPD. Says that one deputy was transported to the hospital with serious but non-life-threatening injuries, while neither party wished to press charges due to the extent of their kinkiness and injuries. Police were required to investigate further. Like, what's this doing in here, and what's all that? And you guys are... MPD says while investigating, they discovered both parties were law enforcement officers. Oh, those handcuffs, they're real? You know how they knew that they were law enforcement officers? Because they were using their blue handcuffs that you can only get when you're a knucklehead cop. According to MPD, Deputy Sellon was cooperative when arrested but booked on charges of felony battery with serious injuries. Whoa, he was mad at his boyfriend. Deputy Sellon is currently being held, in the Southwest Detention Center on $250,000 bail. Whoa! Let's say hi to Deputy Sellon, because you know he's going to get out, and he's going to be like, man, maybe nobody saw that. Oh yeah, we found our cover boy for the Bad Apple Report. Sheriff 6, well, that's an interesting name, with the BCSO confirms an internal investigation is underway, but couldn't say anything more at this time. Well, let's just check with Sheriff 7. No? All right, that was a bad joke. Look at this knucklehead. Leather wearing, butt chaps wearing, him and his... All right, that's mean. Listen, I'm not being... Here's my thing, you guys. I love all people, and I have fun on the Bad Apple Report. You guys know I do. I have friends that have absolutely no hair, and they still laugh at my thumb jokes. I'm not talking about them. But this deputy is a goofball, and his boy toy, the other deputy, is also a goofball, and they got whiskey bent and hell-bound, and I bet they were BDSM M-bound, or whatever they call it. Okay, let's watch this video on these guys. Ooh, is there an investigation now after that little, relationship quarrel? I didn't know cops could be in a relationship, but maybe they can. I think they can even be married in every state. Cops, that is. Partners, they call themselves. But listen, here's their boss, and he's going to weigh in on what happened with them getting whiskey bent and hell bound. All right, allegedly.
I'm out in California now, sorting out the deal. I'm in San Diego at the moment. It is being investigated by California.
Okay.
And
all right, the cops are on it out in California. Looks like that guy's in trouble. So what the heck is his boss doing out there? Is he holding his hand? What's going on?
we're looking at the employment side. That's why I can't release a lot of this. For us, it's just checking the employment status. We don't really have much to release.
Okay.
Oh, we don't know if they still work for us or not. You know what I mean?
Everything we'll do is be administrative action against the deputy for off-duty action.
Okay.
But whatever is released will be released by Moreno County or Moreno City Police Department, California. He's like, if a deputy screws up and they're not anywhere near us, there's nothing. We're on the employment side. We're not on the criminal side.
So fire them. Okay. But what's interesting is Sheriff, their boss, is out there hanging out with him in California. What's he doing out there?
They're looking into what he did for his employment, not what he did criminally, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's not that you're actively investigating the criminal case. You're actively investigating the employment status and the...
Oh, he has flown out to San Diego on our dime, and he's actively investigating the employment status of these knucklehead cops that he's their boss.
Impact on that, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So we're
Wait a second. Okay.
we're here to do an administrative investigation into his employment, and the criminal side is done by California. He was off duty, and there will be actions taken over his employment for off-duty antics.
Okay.
Woo! That guy's there investigating off-duty antics, and he's flown out there. He's in San Diego.
Well, I appreciate you doing your due diligence and policing your police force, sir.
Yeah, if employees would stop screwing up, I wouldn't be in California.
Did you hear that, guys? Those employees screwing up, having their little love spat, and getting whiskey bitten hellbound, allegedly, jumping around naked, just like I said, with their little leather breeches on. That's right. Look at this. He wouldn't have to be out there if they didn't do that. We wouldn't have to pay for that if it wasn't for their stupidity, is what he's saying.
Okay. Well, I don't want to say enjoy the trip, but I hope it's smooth and uneventful for you.
Well, so far it's just very expensive.
Well, did you hear that? Do you think that goofball sheriff is going to be paying for it? No. Deputy goofball? Nope. He's there to get a pat on the back.
This place is. Have you ever been here?
No, I have no desire to be there either.
Yeah. Don't go. They charge you for parking. They charge you for everything.
Oh my God, they charge you for parking. This guy acts like he lives under a freaking rock. What a knucklehead. Duh. They don't charge for parking in your town, dummy.
Breakfast, ate a $20 egg.
Oh my. Well, are you glad to live in Southeast Colorado after the experience of leaving?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'll probably quote you on that too.
You go broke.
So, well, thank you for being in good humor, man.
Oh yeah, we just roll with the punches, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, we gotta go out. This guy's in San Diego with his toes in the sand. I just had to pay for parking at the beach, and man, you wouldn't believe what this pina colada cost me. I mean, you.
that's exactly where I'm at with it too.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, hey, thank you for serving the community, man, even though you
Aww.
gotta, venture out.
Yeah. Well, thanks for calling. Yeah, I don't really know what to release because we've never had an incident like this. When they're off duty, I really don't know what to do, you know?
I really don't know what to do. So I'm going to charge $80 an hour, but it's a different thing when I go out on the road. It's a hell of a lot more when I go on the road. I mean, this guy's probably making $500 a day. Easily.
Well, they told us it's an active and criminal investigation, and I can come review the file, but they weren't going to release it even to me. So
Okay.
I'm here to review it, decide what to do with his employment, and then.
Dang, this guy has flown out there to review it and decide what to do with this guy's employment. He couldn't have sat at home and done that.
Hopefully come back.
Okay.
Hopefully come back. Bring his wife this next time.
Well, good luck on the mission.
Or his partner. Before we go, we need to meet the boss with the budget. They call him, because the department is so weird, they call him the Straight Six.
West Sheriff's is also its youngest, just 27 years old. And
I bet he'll be sheriff there for 40 years. With the budget.
he's in charge of a county here in southern Colorado. Tonight, only on News 5, meet Bent County's new sheriff, Jake Six.
In the community, they were stating they needed help, and I wanted to help.
He may not look the part, just 27 and appearing perhaps younger, but Jake Six was the runaway choice in a three-way race to become sheriff of Bent County. Now this
It was a three-way, guys. Bent County, they're bent over.
Los Animas native is out to prove he's earned his rank in spite of his youth.
I'm kind of used to that. In Kiowa, I was the youngest for a very long time, and I was second in command.
He faces big challenges, a major drug and homelessness problem, exacerbated, he says, by the nearby Fort Lyon Rehab Center for the homeless.
They're bringing the people from Denver to here to get them away from a drug problem, and it's brought us a large drug problem.
And increasingly, big city crime in a small town. Most recently, a burglary spree hitting homes, businesses, even the cemetery. Sheriff Six says a fresh approach and fresh faces could help make a dent.
Well, that's probably what he's doing out in San Diego right now. He needed a fresh approach, see some fresh faces.
We're young and energetic. Most of the office is pretty young, but they all want to be here, they want to work here, and they're going to push hard to get.
Ooh, they're going to push hard, you guys. Oh, Lord. I'm so mean. I'm sorry, y'all.
Get some things changed.
It's a lot of change. It's definitely different people, different atmosphere.
In a part of the
She's like, it's really weird around here. You could see it in her face.
state where recruiting and retaining is tough and trust in law enforcement is easier to lose than to earn, Six is having relative ease filling his staff, bringing veterans from surrounding departments to join ranks in Bent County, and so far showing results: an arrest in the burglaries, a crackdown on drugs, and help from committed citizens.
It's community volunteers, much like a fire department. They just volunteer to help, and we can use the manpower right now.
Six graduated from Los Animas High School in 2010, most recently serving as undersheriff in Kiowa County since 2015. The retired former sheriff who hired him there has now signed on to run the Bent County Jail.
Oh, man. You guys. Okay, let's call it a day. I'm sure we'll see a lot more of Sheriff Six in the future, but he made it on the Bad Apple Report. Out there spending that government money. I mean, our money. I've had so much fun today, thanks to you guys. And just to show my appreciation, I spared you my dirty Harry Carey segment. And I'm trying to be a little bit nicer, but you could imagine what that segment was about. But that was such a good headline, I had to at least share that with you. But listen, you guys are fantastic. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Every day, 7:30 a.m., bright and early. You're awesome. You make my day. I'm going to go on and have a good day. I could just do another 17 minutes right now. I'm having so much fun. Anyways, okay, that's enough. You guys are awesome. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m., bright and early, right here at Home on the Range.